Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to start saying all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Hey, double honors to our apostle, Elsgir Millstone, and Shalom, Wakasad, Laha Bakyar, which is peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners wherever you may be. I'm the brother Amar from the branch of GMS Cleveland. Come back at you with another video. Lord willing to be edifying. And this is going to be titled, I believe, the righteous acts, or the righteous acts of Mattathias. All right, and I'm going to get into the history of him. It's written in the First Maccabees, the second chapter, which I'm in. I'm about to pretty much read majority of this chapter. I'm just kind of go into Mattathias and what he stood for, and you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. I'm probably going to start a little series as well, just like highlighting some men that's not often spoke about, like in the scriptures that stood up for Yahweh Shem Shah and the laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, like I said, the ones that you don't really hear too much about. But yeah, Mattathias, I'm going to get into it. He was like I said, he's a valiant man, and a very honorable. So yeah, this is First Maccabees 2:1. It says, in those days arose Mattathias. It says the son of John, all right, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jehoram. It says from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Midian, Modin. All right, so these were Levites, all right, because they were priests. It says, and he had 5 sons: Joanne, called Caddis. It says Simon, called Thaddeus; Judas, who was called Maccabees. And you know what I'm saying, and Judas Maccabees is somebody that brothers and sisters are well acquainted with, or should be. You know what I'm saying, out of when you read about the book of Maccabees, when you read in the book of Maccabees, because he's somebody that's pretty much highlighted throughout the book of Maccabees, and for the wars he won on behalf of our nation, you know what I'm saying, and did a lot of righteous things, and was upright man in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. Like I said, but this video is about his father. You know what I'm saying? So this is verse 5. It says, Eleazar, called Avaran. It says, and Jonathan, whose surname was Alpus, and which, Lord willing, I'll probably do like a little segue into their sons as well, since I'm, you know what I'm saying, since it's going into that. But it's verse 6. It says, and when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem, he said, woe is me! Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary into the hand of strangers? So he's questioning what he's seeing, man. He's like, man, what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? Just like now, man, we see Jake pretty much bugging the hell out, and it's like, we sometimes you be wooed how Jake is living, you know what I'm saying? But we understand it through prophecy, call Allah like Yahweh Shem Shah, you know what I'm saying, for the scriptures and for the understanding and for the Holy Spirit, that we're able to pinpoint these things and get the understanding on why these things are happening. But yeah, he was Mattathias was wooed, and he was pretty much like tripping. He's bugging out seeing Jake, in a destitute state, man. Just like now, man. It's like I said, as the scripture say, there's nothing new under the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? We mad as hell that our people are in these conditions, man. You know what I'm saying? And that is the reason, another reason why we go hard for Yahweh Shem Shah, because we want to see, at the end of the day, we want to see Jake win. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is wicked as fuck now, but we want to see him win ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Which, that's going to happen in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? This is verse 8. It says, her temple is become as a man without glory, right? It says, her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. It says, her young man with the sword of the enemy, right? Because when you read previously in the previous chapter, pretty much it was is it Antiochus? Yeah, Antiochus. He pretty much he ransacked the temple. You know what I'm saying, and pretty much he took the possessions. You know what I'm saying, the valuable possessions. You know what I'm saying. Of our nation. You know what I'm saying. We was through. You know what I'm saying. But as verse 10 says, what nation have not a part in her kingdom, and gotten of her spoils, right? Because we've been pretty much spoiled in in every kingdom and under every nation. You know what I'm saying? Even 2/3 of all people have gotten to us to some degree. But nonetheless, man, every nation has had a hand in our downfall. You know what I'm saying? Especially even now, when you look at like in the UN, United Nations, and the EU, the European Union, there's no seat for a representative of the nation of Israel out of none of the tribes. But all the rest of these heathens have a representative speaking on their behalf, a delegate, if you will, or what they call an ambassador. You know what I'm saying, to pretty much handle political and political matters. But it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom, man, all of you heathen are going into slavery. This is verse 11. It says, all her ornaments are taken away. It says, of a free woman, she has become a bond slave, man. And right, this is Judas Maccabees witnessing, you know what I'm saying, or taking observation of the downfall and the trodden condition that our people are in. And this is during the Greek Empire and damn near the height of the Greek Empire. This is verse 12. And it says, and behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it. It says, to what end thereof shall we live any longer? You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know, is it okay that we live any longer? That we got to sustain or pretty much take on this condition that we're in? Verse 14, then Mattathias and his sons rent their clothes and put on sackcloth and mourn very sore. And renting your clothes and putting on sackcloth, these were pretty much is an ancient custom of sighing and crying and mourning, you know what I'm saying, and being in sorrow and of a heavy heart. When you read throughout the scriptures, this took place a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? This is, like I said, it's an ancient custom. It's verse 15. And then meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city Modin to make them sacrifice. Verse 16. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together. All right. It says, then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man. It says in the city, and strengthen it with sons and brethren. Right. So Mattathias was a man of pretty much of uh of high stature, if you will. You know what I'm saying? He had a pretty decent position, and he was you know what I'm saying, he was like I said, he was a man of stature, you know what I'm saying, or status, if you will. Verse 18, now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done, yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards. So he was pretty much promising him, like, look, man, if you pay tribute and if you bow down to the king, you know what I'm saying, you'll be in good standings with the king, you know what I'm saying, and we'll show favor unto you. But Mattathias, like a righteous man would, he wasn't with that shit, man. Just like us, man, right now, we ain't with this kingdom, man. We ain't with how it's going. You know what I'm saying? We ain't with how our people are behaving. We ain't with the condition of which the world, the status of which the world is in right now, man. We want things to be done in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah, and we ain't going for nothing else. All right, so this is verse 19. So Mattathias, he stood on business. This is First Maccabees 2:19. It says, then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers and give consent to his commandments, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. Right, so they was down with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They walked with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, meaning they kept the law, statutes, commandments, and the law, statutes, commandments, and the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, even under the imminent even under like facing death, man, or persecution, they was still like, nah, man, we gonna, as scripture say in Acts, it's better to obey the Most High than men. You know what I'm saying? To hell with these heathens, man, and their rule. Even though Yahweh Shema Shah is giving them power and rule over the current kingdoms that we're in, man. The hell with these motherfuckers, man. Verse 21, Yahweh forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinance, man. So Mattathias, he was like, nah, man, we can't do away with the ordinance and the laws of Yahweh Shema Shah, all because this peasant, this heathen wants us to bow down to him and be like the rest of these people. Nah, man. It says we will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, neither on the right hand or on the left. And that's the thing, man. We're not turning to the right hand or to the left. That's what the scriptures say, man. What is that? This is Proverbs 4:27. Turn not to the let me see. Matter of fact, let me start up above, man. This is Proverbs 4:25. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thy eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Right. So you got to think upon the ways, think upon the path that you're traveling, and your feet supposed to be rooted and established in righteousness, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like my man Mattathias and plenty of other men of the Lord was, man. If you have to be fully convinced in your own mind, that's why the scriptures speak about that. You have to understand and know what the will of the Lord is, and understand that look, I'm gonna die for this truth, man, because I understand what's at stake. Verse 27, here go the point. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil, man. So yeah, once you come into this fold and unto the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you're supposed to remove your foot from evil and plant your foot in righteousness, man, and not be moved, man, by anything that's coming up against you, man. You know what I'm saying? This is, like I said, this is the message that Mattathias and the sons, they stood on, man. They wasn't bowing the knee, man. It says First Maccabees 2:23. It says, now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar, which was at Modin, according to the king's commandments. It was a wicked nigga that was sided with the heathen, you know what I'm saying? And the king at that time, which is Antiochus Epiphanes. It says, which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew upon him the altar. Yeah, so yeah, he got the it was a spirit so hot on him, man. He just ran up and put that wicked Israelite to death, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how you feel sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Even though we ain't gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? We gotta wait on the Lord, you know what I'm saying, until he rise up against the prey. But you do feel like that, man. You feel you have that, that zeal and that passion that's burning within you, where you just want niggas to get put down, man. Cause they ain't right, man. And this very act had Mattathias hot to a point where he had to take action. All right. Like I said, once again, I'm not condoning or, saying that anybody should go out there and do, put somebody to death. You know what I'm saying? We're just, I'm just reading the account in the scriptures. This is verse 25. Also, the king's commissioner who compelled men to sacrifice and he killed at that time, and the altar he pulled down. Thus dealt he zealously for the law of Yahweh, as Phineas did unto Zambri, the son of Solomon. Right, and when you go into the book of Numbers, you can read about that account. I believe it was with the Midianite woman. It says, and Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me, man. And so he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all that ever they had in the city, man. So yeah, he like, look, man, if you serious about Yahweh Shem Shai and following his law, statutes, commandments, look, hey, come with me, man, because, and this is pretty much before. This is right before they what the historians and scholars call the Maccabean Revolt. So this is pretty much the lead up to what you read in the next couple of chapters, man. About after Mattathias, the father of the five children, when he died, like I said, Judas Maccabees and his brethren, they rose up against the Greek Empire, Antiochus in particular, and they pretty much waged war. You know what I'm saying? They won a lot of those battles, man. So yeah, they was pretty much fighting on the behalf of Yahweh Shem Shah. You know what I'm saying? To pretty much restore things how they were. So I'm gonna just read a little bit more, then I'm gonna call it a day. So this is First Maccabees 2 and 45. It says, then Mattathias and his friends went around about and pulled down the altars. It says, and what children soever they found within the coast of Israel uncircumcised, those they circumcised valiantly, man. So yeah, they would, man. Look, in order for them to do these acts, they had to have had understanding of the scriptures. The reason why they pulled down altars is because it is against the law. You know what I'm saying? We go into the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, about having you know, pretty much setting up altars to sacrifice unto idols and false deities, man. Unless it's for Yahweh Shem Shai. And the ones of our people that was uncircumcised is part of the law as an Israelite man to be circumcised, man. So they was valiantly and righteously upholding the law. You know what I'm saying? So it says they pursued also after the proud men, and the work prospered in their hand. So they recovered the law out of the hand of the Gentiles and out of the hand of kings. Neither suffered they the sinner to triumph. Now, when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, it says, now have pride and rebuke gotten strength in the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation. Now, therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. And this is a righteous thing that a father would say to his sons, man. Look, man, hey, give your life for Yahweh Shem Shah and for the law, man. Stand for something, man. And the message that we send, that we put out there to this very day, man. Look, give your life for Yahweh Shem Shah, no matter if it comes at the price of death, man. It's better to live on your feet than to die on your knees. That's an old saying. You know what I'm saying? So look, our forefathers they had integrity, which is something that a lot of Israelites lack in these latter days, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. And he started to go on like a pep talk, basically exhorting his sons and the ones that follow Yahweh Shema Shai. He gave them stories about how our forefathers stood up for the law, statutes, commandments for Yahweh Shema Shai, and that you also as well, even in these latter days, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just finish it out. Let me see. This is verse 64. Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant and sow yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it ye shall obtain glory. And behold, I know that you're. Let me jump down. So right, you show yourself men on behalf of the law, man. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, like I said, look, our works are not going to be they're not going to go in vain. They're not going to get overshadowed. The Lord will remember what we did and what we stood for, man. It says, verse 67, take also unto you all those that observe the law and avenge ye the wrong of your people, recompense fully the heathen, and take heed to the commandments of the law. So he blessed them and was gathered to his fathers, and he died in the 146th year, and his sons buried him at the sepulchres, as it says, of his fathers at Moden, and all Israel made great lamentation for him, man. Yep. So yeah, man. Like I said, this is like I said, the righteous acts of Mattathias. Like I said, I'm probably gonna start a little series with this, man. So I just wanted to highlight what Mattathias, who he was and what he stood for. And Lord willing, like I said, man, take some game for this, man. What I mean by game, take some some knowledge from this, man, that you can apply to your daily life, man. Be an upright man, Lord willing, and stand for the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai, even at the cost of death, man. No matter what, man. To hell with these heathens, Shalom.